In this Map Suite MVC Edition sample app walkthrough, we're going to show you how to change the width and colors of a line style. So here we've got a map with just some basic street data being rendered. And you can see we've got some buttons over here on the left. One we can click to widen those roads or streets. Another where we can thin them or make them skinnier looking. And then we can also change the color, inside color of them to be yellow or light pink. So this sample is just illustrating how you can, you have full control over the styles of your feature layers. In this case, we're dealing with line styles, and you can really change it to look however you'd like. So let's take a look at the code and see how this is implemented. So here's where we're adding the map to the page and setting our map unit. And then here's where we're adding our shapefile feature layer, and we're going to add that to our static overlay here. And this is representing the streets of Austin, Texas. And we're going to go ahead and set our default line style equal to one of our pre-built styles called Local Road 2. Now, of course, you can build your own styles here by doing, create simple style and make it however you'd like on that. But in this case, we're just using one of our pre-built ones as a quick and dirty way to render out this layer. Next, we're applying that to all 20 zoom levels, and then we're giving ourselves a little extra drawing percentage just in case something comes along the edge of a tile. And here we're adding that to our static overlay and then rendering the map out accordingly. So that's what gives us the initial rendering of the streets when the map is loaded. If we look at our buttons we've got some on-click events here, and on each of them we're going to do an AJAX callback to the server. We're going to call the styles controller and go to the change line type method within that controller. And we're also going to pass in a parameter. In this case, line type is going to be called wider or narrow, or if it's our other one, we're going to call a line type of line color yellow or pink. And once we're done, we're going to do a callback back to our JavaScript here, which will refresh the static overlay and apply the changes to client side. So let's go to the server side code and see how we're changing these colors. So here's our change line type method. The first thing we do is get a reference to our feature layer, our shapefile feature layer in this case of our Austin streets, and then we pull out from our arguments collection that was passed in here what the line type was for the parameter passed in. Now we've got a switch statement down here based upon the parameter passed into this routine. If we're wider or narrow, that's where we're going to adjust the size of the line. So as you can see, if we want to make it wider, we're just setting the inner pin and outer pin width, and we're increasing it by 2. So these are in pixels, so we're increasing the size by 2 pixels. And with streets and this style, we actually have 2 pins. We've got the inner pin and outer pin to give your street kind of that look and feel where you've got a border around it. And so the outer pin is going to be kind of that grayish color, and then the inner pin is going to lay on top of that with the white to give your streets a good look and feel. Now, of course, you can add and stack styles as much as you want, but most of the time you're only going to have 2, an inner pin and an outer pin. And we built our styles up accordingly on line styles to meet that 90% case. So that's how we're increasing the width, is by setting that property, the width of the inner pin and outer pin. To reduce it, we're just doing the opposite of reducing it by 12, as you can see. And then to change the colors, we're basically just changing the inner pin color to represent the new color that was selected and passed into this routine. So you can assign any colors that you want for both your inner pin and outer pin. In this case, we're just changing the inner pin because we wanted to leave the outside one looking gray. Lots of flexibility when dealing with any of our styles of changing the colors, the width, the look and feel, all of that. So I hope this sample app has been helpful. If you have any questions at all, feel free to contact us, or you can post your questions directly on our discussion forums at ThinkGeo.com/forums. Thank you for watching.